Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Nick Talks. This episode's returning guest. This is a sad show. Honestly, this is a sad one. We've got Ash, that Preston journalist, has just been hacked and has lost everything. So let's hear from Ash himself. What went on?
Hi Nick. So basically, what happened was I got a request through Twitter in a direct message, which was to collaborate with somebody, which isn't uncommon. It happens quite a lot. People want to do a podcast together, or similar to what we do. So these people said, first of all, we want to make sure you go through the terms and conditions, etc. And we do pay a fee and all that. So we want you to go through our privacy policy and everything. Seemed pretty legit. I checked the person out first. I had plenty, like thousands and thousands of subscribers and everything. I thought looks pretty legitimate. Said they worked for a company called Fiverr, which is Fiverr, which is actually some sort of Israeli marketplace, like a buy and sell site, a bit like Amazon, I think, if you will. So I thought, seems pretty legit. So I said, yeah, okay, send me the documents through. So they did. And I had to log on to something called DocuSign, which again, I checked out first, which seems pretty legitimate. So I thought, okay. Then as soon as I clicked on the document, the person who messaged me disappeared from my inbox and I could no longer access my Gmail account. So, and you don't realize how much of your life, sadly, is linked to your Gmail account. Like I've just spent the last few days contacting different people, whether it's Amazon or eBay or O2 and all sorts of things, literally trying to change emails, change passwords. It's been an absolute nightmare. And on top of that, of course, I lost my YouTube channel, which had best part of 43,500 subscribers on it. So now I've got nothing. I've just lost a lot, which I'm obviously trying to rebuild my YouTube, but it's going to be a slow process, obviously. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was making. I mean, not huge amounts, but I was making money. Yeah, I was doing all right out of it. So the YouTube channel, I managed to find it almost straight away, and it had changed name, and it had become something of a scam. Basically, videos about Bitcoin popping up there and all that. It still had my subscribers on it, 43 and whatever, 43,000 something, but it had just completely changed. And then within a few hours, it had changed again to something else. It was still like some sort of scam, like what do you call it, cryptocurrency scams and things like that. But there's nothing I could do. And I've tried YouTube, I've tried Google. It's like, in fact, pulling teeth would be easier. It is hard work dealing with these people. They're just not interested.
I was about to ask you what were they getting out of this? I thought when I first found out 2 days ago your account had been hacked, I thought you're going to get an email going, send us £1,000 and we'll give you your account back. I thought you'd get a ransom, but it turns out they've used your account with 43,000 subscribers, which makes it a legit account. Wow, this is a proper account. You wouldn't engage with an account that's got two subscribers. You think this is nothing. So they're using your account and your credibility and what you've built up to try to rip other people off, and they're changing the account every day to do something else, a new scam. So
I have no idea where it's gone now. I can't find it now. I don't know where it's gone or anything. The only way I could prove it was my account was that posts that I'd put on there before were still there. A couple of videos that were scheduled to go out before the channel got hacked were still on there. So they'd gone out with it, but they've disappeared now. Everything's disappeared. I don't know where it's gone. As I said, I've messaged YouTube countless times, and these people are probably out there now ripping somebody else off. As you know yourself, when me and you chat sometimes through DMs on Twitter and that, I had to message. It was lucky that I saw that message that went to you, but when they tried to con you, because I didn't, it was just by chance that I checked that inbox and saw the messages that sent to you, and I knew I didn't type those. So that's why I said to you, quickly, do not reply to this, because it comes across as legitimate. They're not stupid, these people. It does come across as a legitimate message, possibly an opportunity to go and do something new in broadcasting something. So
yeah, I mean, when I got that fake message off you, the first thing I thought was, that's far too polite to be Ash. That was the first thing I thought. Ash doesn't message me like that.
Not formal. No, exactly.
Yeah, it was just too formal. It was like, you're like me. Communication is as few words as possible because you're a busy man, and that's what you know. And I like that. But half an essay, I thought of you, and I want. No, I'm not clicking on anything here.
No,
This isn't Ash.
no,
So
definitely not.
let me ask about YouTube. So obviously you've reported it to YouTube. You're trying to speak to YouTube. Have you managed to speak to any individual person, or is it just messages? Have they got back to any messages? How's that been?
So I've looked up everything I can on YouTube's website, customer help, everything. There is no way to speak to a human being. So the only way I could do it was message something called Team Twitter, Team YouTube, which is on Twitter. So I was messaging them, and for the first few messages, they came back to me and said, "Right, you need to follow us. Then we'll DM you, and you can give us some details about your channel, and we'll do our very best to recover it for you." Fine. Days after days of messaging, constantly tweeting these people, nothing. Not even getting replies now. They're just not interested in trying to help you at all. These are some of the biggest companies on the planet, YouTube and Google especially. I mean, God, they must be one of the biggest companies in the world. They've got to be. And I messaged Google to try and explain what had happened and all that. Google came back, to be fair to them, and said, you will receive an email to recover your email address to another email account that I've got. So I thought that's fair enough. They said, check your account, but they said it'll take 48 hours to get the message out to me. So I was like, it's inefficient, but okay. Still not heard anything now. It's days later, not heard a single thing. And I'm sort of getting over the fact that that email address is gone now. I've changed all the passwords for anything that's important. Everything's done. I've got a new YouTube channel started up. But the fact is, these people are still out there. They could be using that email address, which has got my name on it, to email people, and probably are emailing people with my surname on it. And, you know, people are getting conned now. If somebody comes across, it's not exactly a common name, my surname. So if someone comes across it, they can easily find me and just think, you know, this arsehole's conning us. He's a con merchant. And they're just not willing to help you at all. The companies this big should be able to stop something like that happening like that. But
I think it's slightly worse than that. You think YouTube and Google would have a vested interest in protecting their customers. Right, it's happened to you, not much they can do about what's happened to you apart from get your account back. But you think they'd be going damage limitations. We need to do something about this new Vogue account because it's going to upset many of our other customers who now are going to fall for the same scam. Because these are all Google, YouTube customers. We all are. Where's the customer service there? Where are them? Where are they protecting us and our data and our money? They don't seem to be doing it.
well, there's countless phone numbers you can phone as well. Like Google have got, I've got a friend who's very good with IT, and he found me tons of phone numbers for Google in Ireland, in America, and all sorts. I tried them all, and you know what they do? They literally go to that engaged tone, just beep, 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 and cut off. You cannot get through to a real person, even if you go to the messaging, like you can message people online to speak to them, their customer service team or something like that. It's all automated, so you can't actually speak to anyone to explain what's happened. And there's no way that I'm going to see that email address or see that YouTube channel ever again. But like you said, these people should be looking after their customers, really, because we help them make money by YouTube, for example, with the advertising and things. So they need people to make YouTube channels. And Google only make their money through advertising. They need people to have Gmail accounts or, you know, Google Marketplace accounts, etc. But there's nothing you can do, I'm afraid. You're just left in the wilderness. You're one of a few billion users anyway, so they might not even be that bothered for all we know. But I can't. I'm just stuck, unfortunately. All I can do is just hope that I can build back up to something that we were before. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyone watching now, go into the description of this video. There's a good link, not a bad link. There's a good link that'll take you straight to Ash's YouTube. It's got nothing to do with DocuSign. Don't sign anything. You know, just click the YouTube link, subscribe to his channel, and let's try to build Ash back up. So what other accounts were affected? Because the last couple of days I've sort of ignored you on Twitter Messenger. I'm like, I don't even know if this is you or not. Hence why I then emailed you through the email address you had on your new account. So is your Twitter safe now?
I've deleted the Twitter account that I had. I think it was safe because I changed the email address that was associated with it. I changed the password.
But you're taking no chances.
Yeah, I just couldn't take any chances. I mean, fortunately for me, I don't really use social media apart from Twitter, which is mainly for work, things like this. So it's not like they can contact any of my friends or anything like that. So I just thought, sorry, I'll get rid of the Twitter account. So I've deleted that now. I've started a new one, which if people want to look at, they can. It's just Preston Journalist again. But I just didn't want to take any chances. But as far as things like, for example, I like a flutter on the football. So I've got a betting account. I've got obviously my personal banking account. I've got a business banking account, and also it's my Google AdSense account, which is how you get paid by YouTube. All those things were affected. I mean, these people didn't get a penny of my money, thank God. Luckily, banks are quite good. Like if someone tries to get into your account and they don't recognize it, they'll spot it. But yeah, they didn't get a penny of my money. But there was a hell of a lot of things that I didn't even think of. And even if I just wanted something, like the other day, I went to buy something on Amazon, like most of us do from time to time. And I just thought, oh my God, I can't do this. I've got a different email address in here. So I've had to contact them. For example, I smoke an e-cig. I went to buy some e-cig liquid online, like I always do in my account. I thought, that's in the wrong email address. Literally anything I could think of. Yeah, I give blood to the NHS. That's in the wrong email address. You can't do anything. So honestly, it's literally taken me about 2.5 days to go through all these different accounts I've got and change the email addresses. And some of them you can't because they want so many different verifications. Or what they'll do is they'll send a verification code to the email address that I no longer have access to. So that then you're messing around trying to think of a different way to do that. I can't. If I could advise anybody, Nick, it's use the two-step verification that Google offers, because that way you can put a recovery email on there, so you can have a separate email account. And if someone tries to get your first one, it'll tell you to verify it with your second one. That's what I'd say to people. Do use it, because I wish I had now, because I wouldn't be in this mess otherwise if I had done.
Yeah, well, I am using it not because I wanted to, because at one stage they basically forced me to. I didn't know what I was doing, and I clicked yes, and I've got two-stage verification, and it's a bit of a pain in the backside. But when you hear your story, it's like, well, I know why they're forcing you to do it, because if someone gets access to it, you're scuppered. And I reckon a year or two from now, you'll still be coming across services people who say to you, oh, we've not heard of you for a while, because they still have your old email address, and you won't even remember that service until you try to access that service a year or two from now.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, how many apps have you got on your phone? I don't know. I've got loads of apps on my phone. They've all got my email address connected to them. Just that slowly, I'm obviously changing that. But there'll be people, even if it's, I don't know, anyone that contacts you on a daily basis or anything, there'll be emails going to that inbox now. So whether those people are still using that inbox or not, I don't know. Whether they literally just wanted the YouTube channel, like you said, to get a decent number of subscribers, then it makes them look credible, and then they can con more people. That's probably the most likely thing, I think, because if these people if they were sophisticated and clever, I'm sure they'd been able to get into at least one of our bank accounts and get some money out, but they didn't. So that's a small blessing, I suppose, that they couldn't get any money out of me. Well, in fact, they have, because I'm not going to earn anything from YouTube now until I can get monetized again, which is going to be a couple of weeks at least.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the lesson here for people watching is, first of all, be extremely careful with what you click online in your social media, and try and sign up for the two-step verification on all your apps, because it's that's why it's there. And the second thing is, follow Ash. Go on the link below, click on it. It'll take you to his YouTube channel, which is called Preston Journalist. It used to be called That Preston Journalist, and we had conversations about that and laugh and joke, but now it's just back to Preston Journalist. Find it, subscribe, and you'll enjoy the account. I've enjoyed the account last couple of months. I've been watching it. Daily videos, nice and short, always about politics, always about latest up-to-date stuff. So people, please sign up now. Even if you didn't follow him before, follow him now.
Yeah, please do. I just want to say as well, I'm really grateful to you. I'm grateful to other people that I speak to on YouTube or speak to on Twitter that for the most part have never met me anyway, but we're just friends obviously through doing stuff like this. But the amount of people who've rallied around to help me out is unbelievable. Whether it's former subscribers, fellow YouTubers like yourself and others that I know well, I'm so humbled by the amount of people that have come forward to help me out. In less than a day, I got nearly 4,000 subscribers back, which is a far cry from where I was. But that, that's all possible because people are sharing the channel again. They're trying to build it back up for me again, and that means a lot. So I'm really grateful to everyone. Like I said, including yourself.
Yeah, it took me 2 years to get to 4,000 subscribers. So, to do that in a couple of days is great. And I think the reason why people are helping you is A, you're a good guy, but also because we all know it could have been us. It could have been us in your shoes. And we'd want people to help us. It just easily could have been us. It was just a bad day for you, but it could have been me.
It was, the worst thing is you feel stupid in yourself. You keep going through it in your head and you think, what an idiot. Like, how? But it was just a normal common a garden, defensive collaborating on something like I've done God knows how many times before. And that's it. You lose everything. So, like I said, just watch what you're doing online, please, everybody. And as you and I both said, then use two-step verification because it will stop something like this happening to you. Even if it's a pain in the ass when you have to verify something twice or something, just do it. It's not worth losing everything. Trust me.
No, absolutely. Right, Ash, you've given everyone a lesson there. Final point, please subscribe to his channel. Everybody, subscribe to his channel. And let's catch up again soon.
Yeah, cheers, Nick. Thank you.
Cheers, Ash. Did you enjoy that video? I think you did. Come on now, hit that bell, subscribe, comment. Let's build this channel. I need more followers. I need more subscribers. Be part of the journey. See you soon.